Hi, I'm Jamie Andreas. I'm here to give you your first perfect guitar lesson. Now, we're going to accomplish three things right now. I'm going to tell you two of the most vital concepts that every guitar player needs to know. I'm going to give you an easy song that you'll be able to play right from the beginning and still master some very basic and important skills. And I'm going to start you on a series of exercises designed to give you perfect development and usage of the left-hand fingers. Okay, so let's start with those two vital concepts. The first vital concept that we need to know is a guitar player's best friend, and it's called muscle memory. Now that simply means that your muscles remember everything they do. Think of hammering a nail. We hold the nail, we bring the hammer back slowly a few times, taking it to the nail very slowly, and then we go quickly. Now we go slowly because we're training it on the path that we want it to take. It will remember that path and it will do it quickly. Now that's how we teach the fingers to play the guitar. We make our movements very, very slowly and very carefully, and we make sure they do the same thing every time we do it. And if we do that, they will remember it and repeat those actions. That is, unless they get attacked by a guitar player's worst enemy. And that worst enemy is called sympathetic tension. Now, sympathetic tension means that every time you move a finger, other fingers will tense up. Every time you move a finger, muscles in your arm will tense up. Muscles in your shoulder will tense up. Now, because of muscle memory, the muscles will remember that tension, and that tension will lock you up and stop you from being able to make those movements. Maybe many of you have already experienced this trying to learn your first chords, and because of so much arm tension that you didn't know was there, you found that you were not able to make those chord changes quickly, because that's what happens to people. The secret is to learn how to make the movements in a slow enough and careful enough way, with enough attention to all your muscles so that you make sure they stay relaxed. The secret is to go slowly with relaxation and make your movements, and then they will remember what they've done and you will be able to do it faster. So we're going to use those two extremely important concepts as I show you how to play your first song. Now, before we begin our first easy song, let me just mention something about sitting. I'm sitting on a regular folding chair, flat, very little padding. That's what I recommend. And I also recommend that you have your left leg on a footstool or some books, and you put the guitar on that leg and the right leg holds the other side. That's called a classical position, and it is the best position for practicing and keeping relaxed as you do so. So you'll get the best results if you practice in this position. You don't want to be slouching or sitting on a couch or bed. Okay, those are very bad things for putting tension into the body. So, what we're going to do for our first song is we're going to be moving our hand away from the body down to the beginning of the neck, and we're going to be taking our third finger, 1, 2, 3, our ring finger, putting it on the first string, which is the skinny one, at the 3rd fret, and that's the 3rd metal band. So, it's going to go down here like this, but before you do that, let me tell you that what happens to everybody, and especially to beginners, is that when they move the arm out away from the body to bring it down there, they tense their shoulder. They don't know it, but they do. A lot of times they stop breathing. All of this creates tension in the muscles, and that tension stays because the muscle memory gets locked in and makes it extremely difficult, or for many people impossible, to control the fingers, and they never learn to play. So what we're going to do is we're going to first make sure we're sitting up straight. We're going to breathe evenly. We're going to feel our shoulder and relax it. And we're going to move our hand out away from our body very slowly with a relaxed shoulder. Very slowly like this. My mind's in my shoulder. I can feel how it wants to tense up, and I don't let it. Now we're going to use a few other concepts from my book, The Principles of Correct Practice for Guitar. We're going to use something I call finger flapping. We're going to just take our 3rd finger and we're just going to flap it to the 3rd string. That makes it stay nice and relaxed. Just like a little butterfly, we're touching the string, and then just like a little butterfly we're going to land on the string. And I'm not even pressing. Now I'm going to use something I call string push down. We push the string very slowly, not even all the way to the fret. And then finally I will push it all the way to the fret, staying relaxed in my shoulder. And now something very interesting, something very powerful called the heavy arm. I'm going to let my arm relax, my entire arm, beginning at the shoulder, get heavy like this. And the weight is actually coming through my finger onto the string. And that's what I use to push the string down. And now that allows me to stay very nice and relaxed. So give that some practice to be able to do that. Now, if I have the string pushed all the way down, I should be able to strum and get a good sound. I will strum 4 strings of the guitar. I'm going to use my thumb, use a pick if you have a pick. And it will sound like that. And that's your first chord, an easy G chord. We're going to start tapping the foot and count out loud and then begin to strum. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now just keep strumming along with me. 3, 4. Alright, now I know that's not the greatest song in the world, but still, if you can strum along with me singing it, then that will be a very good skill for you to have learned. And of course your goal is for you to strum along and sing it yourself, so that's what I want you to work toward. Now also, that easy G chord, when you have your third finger down like that, you can make it sound a little better by taking your second finger, moving it all the way over to the 6th string, keep that shoulder relaxed as you do so. Put it kind of flat. It doesn't have to be right up on the tip. It can go kind of flat because we want it to block the 5th string. And you can strum all the strings then, and you get that nice low bass note in there, and it sounds good. That's a full G chord, and you can practice doing the song with that.